Earlier this month, residents on Duncan Lane received this letter from the town of Milton stating they will no longer be able to park 2 cars on their driveway.
Because when we bought the house, we were told by the builder that we were allowed to park 2 cars. And so we thought it was quite unfair.
Quite appalled, actually, because me and my husband have 3 vehicles. So we were wondering if that bylaw was passed, that you can't park both vehicles on our driveway, then what were we going to do with the 3rd vehicle?
The letter from the town of Milton stated that driveways must be clear 3 meters or 9 feet from the edge of the curb, which doesn't leave a lot of room for a second vehicle. According to the town, the cars at the end of the driveway causes sightline issues at intersections, making it difficult for drivers to turn safely. But as for residents, they've never found it to be an issue.
No, I haven't heard any complaints about the obstructed sightlines on the street because we don't have a sidewalk. So I just assumed they would just push the stop sign up. That would be a solution. Residents affected by the change submitted a 6-page petition to the town. We did have a resident on our street go to each house and have us sign a petition to have overnight parking across the street. There is no residents across from us. It's actually just a train track, and there's enough space that we can actually park our vehicles across. So she did have a petition signed to have 15-hour parking, but it was declined. And with 2 or more cars and no long-term solution, homeowners find themselves stuck between a rock and a hard place.
They just told us that we can't park and there were no alternatives, and also we cannot park on the side of on the street we can only park during the day. We cannot park during the night. And even if we do park at night, we need to get a permit, and it's only for a day or 2. We cannot have more than 2 days.
Milton Council for the ward, Mike Cluett, says the town is just doing its due diligence.
This isn't a bylaw that's just Milton only. This is a bylaw that is actually in Mississauga, in Brampton. And again, it's enforced on a complaint basis only. So we have these issues that have been identified. Our engineering services department has to take action on it, because if we are aware of a problem that could cause, accidents or collisions or personal injury, and we don't take action on it, then the town is liable.
Cluett, along with fellow Ward 8 councillor Zishan Hamid, will speak to residents and gain further insight.
The town's going to be sending out a questionnaire within the next few days to all the residents on Duncan Lane to ask them about 15-hour parking and other ideas that we could use to solve the sightline issues in these intersections.
In the meantime, bylaw officers will not be ticketing vehicles, but Cluett urges residents to start clearing out those garages.
But we do want residents to be aware of those sightline issues, so if they do have an opportunity to park in their garage, it's best to do so there, and hopefully we can find a solution that's good enough for a majority of the residents along Duncan Lane.
The town of Milton's engineering staff will gather its information on Duncan Lane along with the questionnaire given to residents and come to a final decision on October 21st. Reporting from Milton for Halton Insider, I'm Hayden Narine.